Hi Shatsis. This is me on one of my bike trips in Europe. This was in the Baltic states. I love to surround myself by nature. The cycling is a nice exercise. I meet nice people. I meet nice cultures, but definitely the camping in the wild is one of the highlights of this whole cycle experiences. And when I'm home, I also cycle, but I also like to go to nature in a different form. That could be a park, but generally I go to a little tram track, and what is very attractive there is it's full of wild nature. At a daily base, I go for a walk. The whole walk is maybe 45 minutes, and the most beautiful part of the tram track, it's not more than 5 minutes walking there. Here we see the beginning of the track, so it starts at the industrial area very close to where I live. It's only 2 blocks away, and then in summer we have flowers at the left, and when these pictures were shot also at the right, there is gardens that people rent. There was some chicken, amazing. I never knew who they belonged to. So here you still see at the right that there's gardens. Now it's only at the left, and that is because they made a renovation. We will see that later. The abundance of different kinds of plants, that is what really touches me. Like there is on that 5 minutes of walk, there is so much to be experienced. It's all very tiny. I can spend there with the camera hours and hours, and I don't know what the plants are. I have no idea of the names and the species, or for me it's just the atmosphere, the energy, the uniqueness, the wildness. That's what attracts me. The game of the light, the game of the shades, the colors, some blackberries, and there's a lot of moss. Moss is this very old plant that is one of the first life forms on Earth, as I understood. And this is all very tiny, like these plants are only a few centimeters. So, with all this beauty and abundance of light and details and flowers and colors, there is all the seasons that I also particularly like. Like this is all taken in autumn, and later we will see some winter images. That's one of the things that I like about nature. It comes and goes, you know. The mushrooms only live for a couple of weeks and then they're all gone. And only at this little track there is at least 6 different types of mushrooms that I saw. So this cycle of nature, that's what is very attractive to think about, you know. We can be upset like, oh, I lost something, you know, it was so nice, I lost something. But who says it wouldn't come back in a different form maybe? And if we are allowing life to recycle, then the things we lose, if we can easily say goodbye to them, then other beautiful things easily will come back. Here we see in the weekend is a touristy tram, and at the right nowadays there is a park. It's a modern park, it's nice, and it's different than wild nature, but it's a bit of a piece of art actually, this park. And in between the track and the park there's a cycle path. Well, that serves a very good purpose. And we zoom into all these little plants in between the track. Look at these tiny, tiny plants, you know, it doesn't stop. It's an endless source of richness. Well, there's not only the visible stuff, there's also the invisible stuff. For example, you know, do you see all these telephone conversations? You cannot see them with the naked eye, but they're all there. And radio programs, TV, everything is in the air, and we don't see that. And there's more stuff that we don't see, but if we're open to it, we might experience them. I shot these fairies in Ireland, and it has been a children's book that I made. They're very, what I like about fairies is that they're extremely playful, and they might be around everywhere, and also different energies that we don't see, the energies of the planet and of solar system. I don't know, I'm not an expert. I've no interest in being an expert also, but I'm open for all these energies, to angels. I'm sure there are angels, guardian angels, all of that, and they say, by the way, where there's holly, this plant is called holly, there's also angels. So I try to be open anyhow to the energy of all these phenomena that we don't see. Here we see some mushrooms again. So this is shot only 2 weeks later, and already the mushrooms are rotting away. So that's another great example of this living and dying in nature. Hey Guy, you are a bit late, you should have been dead already, but it's still lightly waving in the wind. And this is shot last year, like this is the late autumn, and nature is rotting away slowly, and there is so much beauty in this decay of nature. I don't see any tragedy at all, you know. It's a beautiful shape, form, it's a beautiful story. Now the frost is coming, and still nature struggles to survive, other plants die, but it's again a beautiful game. Look at this mushroom, like there's a thick layer of ice on it, but it's still surviving. So yeah, go to nature, go to the wonder of being there, to chill, to connect to a different energy than in your daily life maybe. And you don't need to go far away. And wild nature is closer to you than you think. Even a tiny little bit can make a big difference. Thanks for watching. See you next time.